We're now going to talk about equivalent fractions. These are fractions that are equal. Now we can determine if a fraction is equivalent by two different methods. One method we can use to determine if fractions are equivalent, if they are equal, is by making their denominators common. So I make my denominators common. For example, if I have 6/9 and 7/12, I want to see if these are equal, or if they are not equal, which one is larger. So what I do is the first thing I do is I write each one as a product of primes using my factor tree. 3 and 3, 12, 4 and 3, 4 can be divided more, 2 and 2. So for 9 I have 3 and 3. For 12 I have 2, 2 and 3. The least common multiple, I determine that by choosing from each one which one has the most of each number. This one has 2 3s, this one has 1 3s, so I'm going to use the 2 3s. This one has 2 2s, the other one does not have any 2s, so I'm going to use the 2 2s. I'm going to multiply all those numbers together. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 3 is 36. So my common denominator is 36. Now remember, if I change the bottom, I must change the top. I do that by multiplying by 1. The same thing on the top and on the bottom. I multiply 9 by 4 to get 36. 6 times 4 equals 24. I multiply 12 by 3 to get 36. So 7 times 3 is 21. Now it is very easy to determine if they are equivalent or which one is greater by simply looking at the numerators. Now that my denominators are the same, they're common, I compare my numerators. Obviously this one is larger, 24 is larger than 21. Therefore, 6/9, which is equivalent to 24 over 36, is greater than 7/12, which is equivalent to 21 over 36. That is how I determine if fractions are equivalent, or if one fraction is greater or lesser than the other fraction. Another process we can use is, instead of finding common denominators, what I can do is I can cross multiply. It's very important that I start with the top left hand. I'm going to start with the top left hand, I'm going to multiply down. So I do 6 times 12, which is 72. And that's going to be the number that goes with the left-hand fraction. The left-hand fraction. Then I'm going to multiply up. 9 and 7 is 63. That's going to go with the right-hand fraction. 72 is greater than 63. Therefore, 6/9 is greater than 7/12. So those are the two methods to determine if fractions are equivalent, greater than or less than. I can make common denominators and compare the numerators, or I can cross multiply starting on the top left, multiplying down. That number will go with the left fraction. Bottom up, that number will go with the right fraction. Thank you.